but I'm also about protecting the constitutional rights of my constituents. So just note that. Did you know, Senator?
Well, Senator, I'd like to protect the constitutional rights of your constituents and mine and everybody else's. I don't understand how this impacts that unless you've got a perverted view of the Constitution like the senator from Richland has.
Calling this constitutional carry is false advertising because it's not constitutional carry. Again, I think this is a constitutional travesty. Did you know?
I've been reminded yet again. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Now, what you just witnessed was a recent video clip from the floor of the South Carolina Senate discussing the passage of constitutional carry. Now, of course, you may have noticed there's a couple Democrat senators down there who are piling onto Republican Senator Shane Massey for basically offering a very anti-gun and unconstitutional amendment. So,
I did warn you not to trust me.
well, anyways, guys, my name's Tommy Dimsdale. I am the Executive Director of Palmetto Gun Rights. We are the fastest growing no-compromise gun rights organization in South Carolina. And, of course, we are very proud to call ourselves an affiliate of the National Association for Gun Rights. NAGR has been responsible for putting constitutional carry legislation at the forefront of conversation all across the nation. And now this pro-gun legislation is sweeping the nation as 27 states have already enacted this common sense bill. And now we're just waiting on South Carolina. So at the time of this recording, we don't know where it's going to go. We don't know if it's going to be sent straight to the governor with anti-gun amendments attached, or if we're going to challenge it, or if it's going to be dead altogether. That is up to us as gun owners. Now, the good news is we've finally gotten this over the hurdle of the Senate, which, as you know, is full of anti-gun politicians and very weak-kneed Republicans like Senator Shane Massey, Luke Rankin, and it has been under the heavy targeting of anti-gun groups like Moms Demand Action, which, believe it or not, is not a single mom's dating website, no matter what their advertising might say.
So yeah, we've been busy.
So, what really happened in the Senate? Well, NAGR and PGR both had staffers at the Capitol, including myself as well, to try and make sure that this thing didn't get too many anti-gun amendments tacked on. But unfortunately, they struck a deal. Just before midnight on Wednesday night last week, Senate Republicans waved the white flag. They were colluding with anti-gun Senator Massey, and they pretty much nuked this constitutional carry bill. So, it all started with our friends in the Senate started to get very quiet. Despite fighting off most of the egregious anti-gun amendments on the fifth day of debate for House Bill 3594, virtually every single Republican senator folded and backed Senator Massey's amendment number 36. Now, this unconstitutional amendment, which we were only given minutes to review, does a few things. First of all, it seeks to create discriminatory additional penalties for gun owners who carry and commit a crime. It creates government-sanctioned crime in a two-tier justice system that punishes gun owners practicing constitutional carry for crimes with higher penalties than those with a CWP. So in other words, if you are unlawfully carrying and you have a CWP, you're going to get a lighter sentence than if you didn't. This is unconstitutional as it violates 14th Amendment equal protections. Additionally, this amendment seeks to spend an estimated $4 million of taxpayer dollars on government training for concealed weapons permits. And unfortunately, to make matters worse, our friends pulled us into the lobby and said that this was the best we can get in order just to get something across the line. And the worst part is Republican senators are fully aware that what they pushed is unconstitutional. In fact, we were told that our best bet was to have this amendment struck down in the courts. So instead of putting their squishy colleagues in the hot seat, they voted for an anti-gun amendment to get it across the finish line. That's why the National Association for Gun Rights has to make the people's voice louder by delivering petitions just like we did this past week and adding an immense amount of pressure to right this wrong. Even Young Americans for Liberty got involved by giving door hangers to politicians, labeling them as Second Amendment sellouts, which Redcoat Senator Luke Rankin referred to as an assault.
You've all gotten door hangers, perhaps. I am a gun rights sellout. I am one who is against the Constitution because of my position. I'm against your God-given inalienable rights given to you at birth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mailing out things to my area to say, Rankin, worst thing since COVID. I'm a big boy. I can withstand the assaults
Oh, what, you gonna cry?
No.
No, go ahead, cry. Let me see you. Let me see you cry.
And not only that, but this Democrat who's turned Republican also seeks to ban the carry of firearms by anyone 18 to 20 years old. I mean, if you can carry a gun overseas, you should be able to carry one at home.
We're going from 21 to 18. Some are offended by that on its face. 18 versus 21. I don't see that as a big problem.
You are a sad, strange little man.
In essence, all these restrictions are telling us that even if you vote Republican, they're going to find ways to try and give themselves cover and pat themselves on the back for passing a pro-gun amendment. Now, like I said before, we don't know exactly how this is going to shake out at the time of this recording. By the time you watch this, it could be signed into law, or we still could be drug out into another amendment battle. Now, that being said, we do know that the National Association for Gun Rights and Palmetto Gun Rights are pushing very heavily to remove these anti-gun amendments, send it back to the Senate, and tell them pass a clean constitutional carry bill. We are tired of the compromises, we are tired of waiting, we are tired of the backroom deals, and we are tired of South Carolina Republicans circling the wagons around their colleagues, weakening good bills so that weaker members get to vote on them and pretend that they are pro-gun. Now, that being said, if you want to stay up to date with everything going on with your Second Amendment rights, don't forget to like and subscribe down below and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video. And I'm telling you, during the Biden and the ATF era of them cracking down on gun owners, there is no better time to stay informed about your Second Amendment rights. Also, don't forget, you can click the link in the description below to enter to win this awesome, badass Toyota Tacoma. We've got it wrapped out in all of our NAGR graphics. This is going to be an awesome way to annoy the liberals or Karens in your HOA, and who wouldn't want that, right? So click the link down below, make sure you enter to win, and if you want to join National Association for Gun Rights, we got links down below there, and if you live in South Carolina, palmettogunrights.org/join. We would love to have you a member and to be a part of this fight. Y'all have a blessed day.